Luxury cars provide increased levels of comfort, equipment, amenities, quality, performance, and status. They reflect both the status of their owners and the brand image of their manufacturer. Luxury brands have always ranked above premium brands. Traditionally, most luxury cars were large vehicles, though smaller, sports-oriented models were always produced. Compact luxury vehicles, such as hatchbacks and off-road capable sport utility vehicles, are relatively modern trends. Today, I'm going to show you top 10 luxurious cars in the world. Before the start of the video, make sure to leave a like. And if you want to see more content, subscribe to our channel. Let's get started. Number 10. Mercedes-AMG S65. Though soon to be overhauled with the all-new S-Class as the base car, the mechanical makeup of the top-of-the-range performance version of the outgoing S-Class limousine hasn't changed much in more than a decade. Since this car has a leviathan of a twin-turbocharged petrol V12 that produces 621 bhp and 738 pound-feet of torque, you could argue it hasn't needed to. It's an engine capable of sending a 2.25-ton, 5.3-meter-long, rear-driven limousine from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 4.2 seconds. And that's before it's really settled down, found its legs, and got going, don't forget. Number 9. Alpina B7. If it is exclusivity you crave, do not be fooled by the BMW badge on the long bonnet of the Alpina B7. Of all the supremely special and rare cars on this list, perhaps only the Mercedes Maybach is as unlikely to hove in your view on public roads, and the typical B7 price tag of close to £200,000 after options reflects that. As ever with Alpina, there are two sides of its version of a series production BMW model. On paper, figures of 600 bhp and 590 pound-feet from the twin-turbocharged 4.4-liter V8 suggest that B7 functions as an out-and-out alternative to the M7 BMW won't build. And in terms of performance, perhaps this is the case. The B7 benefits from considerable modifications to both its powertrain and suspension in order to make it not only faster than any other 7 Series, but also better handling. Number 8. Range Rover SV Autobiography. The top-rung, long-wheelbase Range Rover has come a long way as a luxury car since the genesis days of the famous SUV upon which it's based. The modern SV Autobiography, hand-finished as it is by Land Rover at its special operations base near Coventry, is a car that's now fully 5.2 meters long and 2.6 tons in weight at its heaviest. It was conceived to take full advantage of the embryonic market for super expensive SUVs and the high regard some have for the Range Rover brand, and it does so quite effectively. Number 7. Bentley Bentayga. The Bentayga has had an eventful passage through the Autocar road test evaluation process. Being the first in a barrage of 100,000-pound-plus super SUVs to come to market in 2016, we first rated it highly, with a caveat or two, in W12 engine form, and then rated it higher still when Bentley introduced an Audi-sourced 4.0-liter, 429 bhp turbocharged diesel V8 in 2017. Which made exactly as much torque as the 12-cylinder petrol motor, but at more accessible crank speeds. Then, in 2018, amid the spreading toxicity surrounding diesel engines, Bentley removed the Bentayga diesel from sale in Europe, and with it, removed from view what we consider the definitive version of the car. A V8 petrol model augmented the model range in the same year, while the plug-in hybrid arrived in 2019. There is now also the Speed, a 626 bhp, 182,000-pound pay-on to excess, before the entire range was given an update in 2020. Number 6. Rolls-Royce Cullinan. Goodwood's Marmite addition to the super luxury segment arrived in 2018, in response to a significant amount of Rolls-Royce customer feedback that a more daily usable, all-surface capable, family practical model would be a very welcome way to augment the firm's showroom range. The Cullinan has been met by enough criticism of its design from all quarters to have set in aspic a sense that its maker had taken a significant risk in introducing a car that some have described as awkward and unlovely, and others have slammed in even less sympathetic terms. But if Rolls-Royce's market research holds true, and a year's worth of confirmed orders is a good sign that it will, the collective revulsion of those who wouldn't have bought a Cullinan anyway will do little to prevent it from becoming a commercial success. Number 5. Bentley Mulsanne. A limousine that's singularly aristocratic, whose presence announces itself from hundreds of yards away, and whose agenda is all about serving the interests of the passenger first and the driver a definite second, may sound appealing in theory. But if you suspect the reality of ownership of such a car might not appeal quite as much, don't worry, because the super luxury class has something for you too, the Bentley Mulsanne. Deliberately more modest and discreet in its appearance than a certain key British limousine rival, the Mulsanne is a top-level luxury four-door that's grand with a small g. It feels less formal than the Rolls-Royce Phantom, and its interior ambiance is more like that of the paneled smoking room of an old gentleman's club than the Phantom's chandeliered ballroom. The material quality, the luster and natural appeal of its wood veneers, and the tactile allure of so many of its fittings are second to none. Number 4. Mercedes Maybach S-Class. The richest and most special car in what might be the most universally respected and admired limousine range in the world, the Mercedes Maybach S-Class is the modern standard-bearer for Daimler's Maybach super luxury brand. To judge by appearances, you'd say it was at least as much S-Class as Maybach, and that's the result of Daimler's strategic decision, taken a few years ago, to broaden the reach of the Maybach marquee by creating halo Maybach models across some of its more normal Mercedes passenger car ranges. The ultra-rare Simon Cowell spec Maybach-only 57 and 62 limousines were at the same time consigned to history. Number 3. Bentley Flying Spur. Bentley's four-door Continental Series limousine started off its modern life as the Continental Flying Spur in 2006, only dropping the nomenclative prefix that links it with Cru's current two-door GT with its biggest model overhaul yet in 2014. But the Flying Spur is now in its third generation, something that's not difficult to detect from the prouder, more muscular design, which borrows heavily from most recent, attractive Continental GT Coupe. Cru's Junior Saloon also benefits dramatically from a new platform, which was co-developed with Porsche and uses four-wheel steering and active anti-roll bars. It also better insulates the fantastically opulent cabin from the road and provides the basis for genuinely good driving dynamics. Grip, balance, and steering are all noticeably improved. Number 2. Rolls-Royce Ghost. The Ghost was a line in the sand for Rolls-Royce when it appeared in 2009, the beginning of a transformation that took the company's annual production volume from hundreds of cars to several thousand cars per year. Now in its second generation, the Phantom's understudy has evolved substantially. Where the Ghost's mechanical underpinnings were once adapted from those of the BMW 7 Series, it now shares the same architecture of luxury platform as the Cullinan and Phantom. There are also innovations such as Rolls-Royce's mass dampers for the front suspension and an active anti-roll bar for the rear axle, both of which help bring ride quality closer than ever to that of the Phantom. However, while the Phantom is very much a car in which to be driven, the Ghost was intended as a car for the well-heeled driver, and its dynamic character reflects that. Slightly tauter riding and more agile than the Phantom, partly by virtue of its more compact proportions, it lends itself more readily to the cut and thrust of daily motoring on traffic-clogged UK roads than its bigger brother. Number 1. Rolls-Royce Phantom. The grandest and greatest luxury conveyance in motordom was replaced by Rolls-Royce in 2017 and given a glittering 5-star road test welcomed by our road testers shortly thereafter. Owners will love it, at least as much for the extravagant statement of wealth and status it endows, and for the unmatched sense of occasion you enjoy when traveling in one. But while many won't ever know as much, the latest Phantom is also an utter joy and a rare pleasure to drive. Its superbly comfortable and singularly isolating ride comfort can be sampled from the back seats, of course, and it is like nothing else you'll ever encounter in a car. Gently loping and deliciously indulgent feeling, but also supremely quiet and smooth, despite Rolls-Royce's fitment of the latest run-flat tire technology. Yet, the precision feel and perfect weight of the car's large rim steering wheel is remarkable, Likewise, the ease with which you can place such a huge car on the road, the tolerance it has for whatever rate of progress suits your trip, the supreme refinement and flexibility of its V12 engine, and the progressiveness of its throttle pedal on step-off. Thanks for watching, guys! If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on post notifications to see more of our future videos. With that said, keep enjoying our videos, and I'll see you in the next video.